Why is there so much stuff on my desk? Let's see what happens if I do this. What happens? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad thing, given the time of day. It's actually probably not bad. Awesome. Sweet. I need to do some mending. That's what I need to do. So that's what we're here to do. I'm like fresh out of work, so dingy as hell. That's cool. That's cool. I'm fine with it. Oh yeah. And it's like, but I mean, are you ready? Um no, not really. So we're trying something out. I want to see how this works out. These are the going out pants. I actually just posted about them. Oh, gosh, I think today. To be honest with you, I'm not super sure. This is the patch I did just the other day. Literally a few days ago. By a few days ago, I mean yesterday. Wow. I'm trying to see if I can share this on Patreon so that yeah, that can happen. I don't know that that's going to work out though. I think we're going to work on this one. So I've been trying to not choose huge pieces like this. That's going to take fucking forever. I mean, this would also be fine too, I guess. This is one of the first patches I made. So, I think I would patch under it though. So. Oh my gosh. There we go. So I guess the first step is deciding which one I'm going to patch. That's the real first step here. This one's not huge. But apparently we're starting with the right leg though. I don't know what I want to put here. Maybe a little peekaboo. Like that. I did that on the other side actually. I really like how that turned out. It's a little, I don't know, I'll call it a little peekaboo. Because, yeah. Oh gosh. Sorry. Didn't study for this test. Not prepared. Not even a little bit. That's okay. So I guess the decision has been made. It will be the kneecap today. Right, the kneecap. Okay. But first, bear with me. We're gonna try and see what happens when I do this. Oh, that's like a decent size. Yeah, so one of the things I went over when I did the last video or project time was I talked about how these were I forgot. My brain stopped. So, can we... I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Wow, that's awesome. Can you tell my brain is not working to its optimal amounts right now? Because I can. Okay, so... I know that that is not enough. But what we're going to do is we're going to basically do this fussy cut style. Is how we're going to do this. That's how we're going to do this. I think actually, yeah, there's like a whole lot of steps to this though. The first step is deciding which one you're going to mend. I definitely want to use this fabric though. It'll be a fun peekaboo. Apparently I like compass roses, so now we know. There's a running joke that because I'm lost all the time. So that's a good reason for it. So we've chosen our patch, or our fabric. and we know what area we're going to be working on. So yeah, we're going to like get to it now. Yeah, the first thing I do is I turn them inside out. That's the first thing I do. This is like a mess. Mending pants is also a little bit. Just not a whole lot, but enough because keeping everything nice and neat is a whole ass thing. Okay, so if I use this one's probably going to be the best one because that gives the most area on all the sides. We want it to basically want to center it over there. Normally I would do this in a really specific order, but I think for this I'm going to do it this way. Because reasons. That's why. It'd be great if these were actually in the right direction and open. So actually, let's probably start this area first. It's going to be easiest to reach here. What's going on here? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. My computer and I have been having issues. Oh, goodness. I think I should have prepared myself a little more before I decided to do all this. Don't you think so? I think so. I'm so not ready. So let's see what happens when I do this. I want to set this up. So I really want to live stream for Patreon because I really do. And I'm trying to do this. I know. This is, oh gosh. Okay. Hold on. That's okay. Let's see. Haha. Sweet baby Jesus. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Oh, haha. There we go. I know. This is the worst, right? This is the worst. This is the worst. I'm the worst. I'm tired. I am so tired, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm coming back. Okay, that sounds good enough. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What's going on now? Just want to let anybody know that's watching, I'm totally going to probably miss everything anybody says to me because I am eyes on my own paper right now. So the first step is to turn it really, and I have posted it. What am I talking about? Steps, post it. Yes, I literally wrote that down because that way I was going to remember everything in the right order all the time. And as much as I would love to do the other things, it's not super great to do that. So the first thing is to decide what you're mending. I know that sounds silly, but I have a lot going on with these pants right now. And so, and we're going to do this mending session. We're going to make notes. Let's go with this one. I also fully understand that my hands look like shit right now. I got that. Got that. I understand. I just gotta work though. I need to start giving myself manicures because it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I've got that K-Flay's High Enough song playing in my head on repeats. Because I do. I'm super excited that I can go live again. I don't know when YouTube changed it, but it was, you can go live on mobile. And then they were like, not until you have, I think, it was 1,000 subscribers. And now, like, you can go live on mobile, but we're just going to limit people who can see you. And I'm like, I can deal with that because the other option was to go live from a webcam, and the webcam I have wouldn't have been that great. And so that wasn't really doing me any favors. So, yay for like that term change. Nobody knows I exist anyway. That's been the issue of the day. Not the day, the week, really. Okay, so that's good enough. That's good enough. Okay. Now, arguably, because I'm going to reinforce this, I'm going to take some of these pins out and like move some stuff around. Oh my gosh. This will work. I think this will work, yeah. So, hot tip, y'all. If you're going to use quilter's cotton, you need to layer it. You need to make your patch bigger. Tell you why. Because quilter's cotton is thin, and it's not going to do what you need it to do. And I understand this. I get this. But I'm going to do what I want as far as choosing patches. Let's see. I think we're gonna cut this one. Probably should have done this first. Do you see why I have it written down? And then because we're a fucking barbarian, just go ahead and do that. Oh, Oh, I got that strange song playing in my head. On the heir to the throne, I'm a fucking barbarian. Targaryen, fucking barbarian. This is Jairus Johnson. Jairus Johnson? Johnston? I don't know. It's called Sword, I think. Ouch. The crafting is officially begun. I've stabbed myself once already. Grand. I don't want to hear anything about the fact that I should have done this first. I am aware. Thank you. I am aware. I swear I did this correctly last time I did this. That's a good question, though. I might not have, because I honestly don't remember. But if I can remember, I'll link to the last one I did in somewhere. It's going to be after the fact. It's going to be after the live. Or maybe I'll make it like the first comment. Like, hey, by the way. Fact. Can we do that? Can I make this happen like right now? That's a great question. Let's find out. Oh my gosh. Let me take this out. Okay. So, can I watch my own live streams while I'm live streaming? Is that meta? I think it is. I totally think it is. Can you subscribe to your own channel? I don't think that's right. That would, I'd be okay with that. Pretty sure they're going to look at me and say, no, you cannot do that. So, oh, yay. Sorry, I got a message. I made a new yarn friend, and I put together a little feel better and make yourself something bitch package. Can I comment? Damn. I don't know how to do that. I don't know. Cool. I have no idea how to do any of this. That's fun. Who's the new? I am. It's okay. Take all these out. So we've got most of this set up. Where do I have to move it down? I don't know if that's going to make it better. Probably not. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Doesn't look like it. It's not better. Sweet. That's great. Hey, I'm allowed to just jack this all up. Why? Because it's a test. It seems a little less... whatever. I don't work slowly, though, so... Okay, so... the really important point is to make it sure this matches up as much as possible. So I don't want... don't want it to be super blurry and awful to watch because of that. We're going to be a barbarian right here. That's right. Freaking angle. Okay, that's happened. Now we get to baste it. Handy dandy basting thread. Is that you, friend? You're saying that as if I can hear you. Silly rabbit. I'm trying to figure out who's watching. Oh, maybe it's myself. That would be really hilarious if it was counting myself, like me watching my own channel. My little quilter's not. This is the quality that it looks like. We might have to not do this again. I don't know. We'll see. By the way, on my phone, it looks fine. My internet connection like must be like, screw you. Okay. So now that I have placed, I've turned it inside out, I have safety pinned. Now I'm going to baste down the patch to affix it to the fabric. And this, I can take it or leave it as far as either way. I try to keep it on the patch so I can see, but this, because it's behind, it's hard to see, but I do know that for a fact that that's there. So we're going to probably start here. That just makes the most sense. And all basting is like really, really loosely sewing it. You know, the funny thing is, because friend calls me friend and I call them friend, it is friend who's watching. I'm not right in the head. So not right. Oh, I got some tea for later. Probably what we're going to do with this live stream is just literally do this one patch. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it at this point. I'm sure that sounds silly. Like, what do you mean you don't know what you're going to do? Well, I haven't decided yet. That's what I mean. Oh no. There we go. Fix it. Okay, we are going to take a second. See what happens when I do this. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Let's see. Just fiddling around with my phone. My bad. And all basting stitches are really, they're just really loose stitches. And it's just, It's used a lot in quilting. Okay, that's that. Now it's time to find more thread stash. I try to use leftover thread. And I try to use thread that contrasts enough that I can see it for my basting. And you can see me struggle with trying to thread this needle. That's going to be fun for everybody. Cutting my nails was ill-conceived before trying to do this. I'm just saying. Ha! Winning! And usually these threads are from tatting, sewing, like the end of a bobbin. Any significant length of thread is sufficient. Least favorite thing to do, thread the needle. Trying, but it's being a jerk. And I don't know where my needle threader is. Obviously, I need to put a needle threader in my mending box. Clearly, that needs to happen. Yeah, sewing and mending especially is like an exercise in patience. Seriously. I've only got this little side here to do. After we have basted it, I can turn it right side out now, and then I can do all the other steps and stitches. I don't know if this mend is going to go like the other one has gone. Or not the other ones, but the one I just did. I don't know. Okay, so, but this is done. And I may end up cutting some of this off. I don't know yet. What I do know is that it's time to actually fix the patch. Like, for real. Okay. So, my placement was pretty good. It was not the best I've done. As you can see, it's a little lower than I wanted it to be. So what we are going to do is probably cut away these things right here. In part because I want to clean this up so I can really see that a little better. And what I might end up doing is do that and sew this area first. And then adjust this back here, which is not something I usually do, by the way. I'm just going to trim all the excess away. It's like doing surgery. And I don't throw away these threads. These threads are going to get kept. And I'm going to create something new with them. So we are very new around here. And depending on how I feel about the patch and how I'm doing it will kind of determine the snipping. I really want to see this compass rose. So I'm going to clean up this area more than I did for the one up here, which I didn't really do anything for that. That's exactly like that was. Okay, so we fix this. Here we go. What I want to do is, because I don't like this placement, I'm going to adjust it so that this is more like that. Okay, now I used purple last time and I have purple on my mending needle, and so I'm really tempted to just be super lazy and use it. But it's not necessarily the color I want to use. But I think this is team. This is what we're doing. I didn't think this mend out like at all. Which happens. That's the thing. I don't always think it up. So we did a quilter's knot earlier, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to sew just repeatedly into this fabric to get started. Uh-oh, we have a knot that we don't want. Oh no, let's correct that before that becomes a problem. Because this is the project if I need to slow my brain down. I cannot rush mending. Actually, I think any artistic something or other to like get it right. You need to, it takes the time it takes. So it's kind of a good exercise in slowing your brain down a bit. Did I not, did I untie part of a knot and not all of it? Because that sounds like some silly shit that I would do. That is absolutely what happened. That's so silly. Okay, I don't think it is a big enough deal that it's going to matter. I'll try to make sure that we correct this though. Ah, I think I got it all. Wow. Murphy follows me around. Seriously. This is not like my favorite embroidery thread. This is actually, if I were to do a review on it, the colors, yes. The, I don't know, construction of the strand? No. Whole bunch of nope. And this is just right here to hide this, but also make sure it's good and sturdy. And we're going to put this over here because I need to. So this is where it's going to get tricky. This is where it's going to get tricky. Okay, so great. And right now what I'm doing is I'm fixing the piece around where it's patched in the center. And actually, normally whenever I've basted it, like it stays there, but because this is going to be different, I'm gonna actually take that out and smooth out the fabric so that I don't have to worry about it being like weird. And some people do this with a hoop. I don't like doing that because I like to be able to manipulate the fabric however I need to. And I find that it not being in a hoop lets me do that a lot easier. Now, I will say that this is probably a great time to use my... Ah, darning egg. This is the first time I've used it. Thank you, Robin. First time I used it. And this is just because where this is sitting. There we go. And that's just to keep it from doing silly things like it going and covering something I don't want it to cover. This is absolutely not what a darning egg is really for. It's fine. It's doing the job. So we're going to go with it. And right when I get around here, I'm going to correct some stuff because you see there's a bunching of fabric and I don't want that there. And again, this is where being able to manipulate things with my hand is going to come in handy. Somebody out there is laughing. Somebody. It's not me. Somebody is. Just don't mind me sitting here fussing with this endlessly. The good thing is if I really hate this placement and I need to move it, I can take it apart. I say that. I preface this action with it because it feels like I'm going to have to do that. I've been prefacing my verbiage a lot lately because when talking to people who don't know me, they have a tendency to not follow my speech and thought patterns. And then assumptions are made or conclusions are drawn that are not like wholly accurate, and it become a problem. Okay, so I've decided I do not like how this is turning out, so we're going to take a pause and see what we can do about that. Don't actually like ever do this. I never take out the mending. It never goes to south. But I feel like it's not working like I want it to. And I have a specific look I want, and so I'm willing to do what I need to achieve that, which may mean, in this case, taking it apart. So I think what I need to do in this case is sew this way, because that's the part that needs to be really specific. Having terrible flashbacks right now. Okay, I think this might be good enough to start and go in the other direction now. I don't always look my thread, but when I do it off camera. And only with my projects. Oh. Okay, so here's what we want to do. We want this, first of all, needs to get out of the way. It needs to go under there. I think because this is droning on, what I'm going to do is finish this part up. Just around here. And we're going to call it good for tonight as far as the stream goes, because it's been a freaking hour. And, oh my gosh. Like, really, people, really. Yeah, this was the way I should have gone last time. I've got to talk shit. That's what I've got to do. I know. What? But it's true. That's what I have to go do. And like work on this off camera. So, moral of the story, kids, think before you stitch. But even if you don't worry. You can fix it. You have the technology, you have the power, you can fix it. Okay. So there you go. Now that's better. Now I can not worry about the rest of this. I can just stitch around this way. Because this was the important part down at the bottom. That's where I wanted the curve to just sit. And the rest of it is just, fabric is just sitting wherever the hell it's sitting, and we're calling it good. So ta-da! There you go. What's that? That's the beginning of that patch. And this is placed pretty much where I want it. So the rest of the patch is over here. Generally when you're patching something, you want to sew, you know, inch or so, a little more, 2 inches beyond where the fray is. So this, I could cut off some of this fabric here. This fabric is going to stop. So, and this right below above it, basically we're going to go to the edge of that. So this would be the only area that really could stand to get some of it cut off, and that not affect the patch. So, now, because this is right above the knee, we can also argue that this fabric right here is becoming compromised, so it might be better to just pin it all down. But I'm going to move on and do this off camera and talk to Yarn Friend, because I'm going to put this in my lap and I'm going to be staring at it and manipulating it, and it's probably going to be really hard to see. But this was just a test anyway. I just wanted to see how this was going to work out and what it would look like, and if this was a feasible way to do things or not. And I think, yeah, this got promise. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I don't know how comments work on live videos like later, but if you comment later, I'll check it out and see what you have to say. And thanks for popping in and hanging out with me while I fuss with this mend. All right, toodles.